Hey guys, Pete Vance with Broce Broom again. So today we're going to be doing the cab filter replacement from our standard cab filter to a pressurized filter. So we're just going to start by taking this thing off, and then we'll see how we're going to switch it up and replace it with the new one. So first we're just going to come over here, just unscrew this hose clamp to release this hose. Okay. Good, like that. Then we're just going to come up top and take these two nuts out. You're going to want to kind of support this filter because these are the two attachment points. The whole thing's going to fall once these are off. Just getting the last little bit of this off. Go. Okay, now that that's off, we're going to go over and work on the new one and this one at the bench. Okay, so here we are with the new pressurized filter. So out of the box, you're going to get the filter itself, this wiring, and your rubber hosing. So there's two quick modifications we just need to do before we get to assembly and install. So first, with the wiring, we just have to change this end. So we're going to come in here. You got one end that's like a triangle and one that's a rectangle. So we're going to come to the rectangle end, and you're going to snip these wires off just right up against the end of this. Okay. Now we're going to bring the sheath off about 3 inches. And snip this also. So next we're just going to strip these wires. That. And like that. And we are going to grab these two ends that come in your kit. One blue, one gray. The blue end goes on the red wire.
Try to open them out the back door over here if I can. Is he just needing some wafers for the free order, or what? 2 sets, 1 set? How many sets?
And the gray one on the black wire. And crimp it down. Okay, so that's the wire modification. And then next, you need to take the actual filter attachment here, and we're just going to rotate that 180 degrees. So on top, you got 4 screws that we're just going to take off real quick. That's going to pop off. And then down around here, you got these two, kind of a wire, and we just want to loosen them. You don't actually need to take them off the whole way. Just make sure it's loose enough to be able to rotate this. So in this whole silver assembly, we're going to rotate 180 degrees, just to the opposite side, right like that. And then we're going to put everything back on. There we go. And then again, come back over to these, tighten these up. Okay, so now that we have the modifications done on our new filter, we're just going to switch the mounting from the old filter to the new filter to prepare it for the install on the cab. So we're going to come over and we're going to start on the old filter first. We're going to take these 2 brackets off. Okay, so you got 4 bolts. Okay, now we have that clear. I'm gonna take these two brackets, put it down here. Now grab the plate that was included in your kit, and we're gonna put it right on top like this. So you see we have 6 holes in this plate. I'm gonna use the 2 or the 4 most outer ones. I'm just gonna recycle these nuts and bolts. We're going to do the 3 of them. We're going to leave the bottom right one empty, because that's going to be a little different. Okay, now we have those 3 in. We're going to grab the filter, and we're going to put it right here. So on the filter, we have 3 bolt holes. They're going to go in the middle 2, and then on the far right bottom one that we have not put another screw in. Alright, with that, take these 2 extra ones, put them here in the middle. Okay, so now you can see we have all 6 of these bolts installed, and we are ready to go to the cab and put it on. So now we're actually going to mount this new filter on the broom, and this is just going to be the exact same but opposite of how we took off the old one. So we have our mounting plate all set here. We're going to set it under the 2 holes that are already in the roof. We're going to put our bolts in. Could be helpful to have 2 people. It could be easier, but if you just have 1, it's still very manageable. So once we have our filter mounted, we're just going to finish up the install and we'll be all set. So now we're going to do the hosing and the wiring. So first I'm going to grab this hosing, get 2 hose clamps, start over here. Make sure you get it up nice and tight around, and then just tighten that down. Create that seal. Number 2. Put it around dimensions of the cab. Same thing. Make sure it's all the way on, and then just tighten down that clamp. So we're good with hosing. Now for the wiring, you're going to take again your modified wire that we made earlier, clip it into here, and then we're going to run this over to the hookup. Now you might have, depending on how you modified your wire and what came, there might be a varying degree of extra wire. So we're going to plug it in first and then tie it up to get it out of the way. Let's come over here right behind the horn. We're going to unplug this white wire. And we're going to take off this nut to ground to. So first take your red wire, put that right on where the white one was. Once that's on good, put the white back on. There you go. Then take your black wire right here to ground it. And put your nut back on. So now that's all the attachments are done. And we just want to grab this. Grab a cable tie or whatever you need. And we want to just make sure that this is nice and out of the way. Again, depending on how much wire you have, you might attach it differently. But just do whatever you can to get that nice and neat and out of the way. Okay, and so the last thing we're going to do is install a 25 amp fuse in position number 9 in the fuse box in the cab again. Thanks. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and again, we'll have all the descriptions and pictures and all that, parts numbers in the description. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.